like charities bother me when I find out that the people behind the charities are making millions of dollars.
That's the worst thing in the world.
That is scary. That freaks me out.
We've done a lot of charity through, and obviously anytime you say do charity, it is self-enhancing, but we've done a ton of charity, and we did it with Boston Marathon. So we were in Boston at the time of the bombings. That's the first time we did it, and we don't really ever give our money to anybody else. We control it. We give it direct to the people because of what you said. Like, I don't trust charities for the most part.
Yeah. There's just too much overhead.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when you give to charities, there's a list of charities that you can find online where, like, you can see what their overhead is and how much money actually gets to the people. And it's a very small percentage in most of them. What's, like, the lowest charity in terms of, like, the worst charity for, like, you give them money and how much of it actually goes to the charity? Because some of them are pretty good, but, man, some of them are shockingly bad. Like, 10%.
Yeah.
Like, which is crazy. And you got executives making six figures. And
yeah, it becomes a business. It's no longer like a charity.
Yeah, that's real common, though. Like, a lot of people freaked out when the Black Lives Matter people were buying mansions and shit.
Yep. Well, I mean, rightfully so.
Oh, my God. Look at this. The name game, a very commonly known and respected group, is the Make-A-Wish Foundation. This organization spends the vast majority of its donations on children. Kid Wish Network, however, it spends only 3 cents of every dollar collected on kids. But their website and solicitations are designed to look and sound like Make-A-Wish. In fact, they count on confusion to gather contributions. What?
Do we just bury Make-A-Wish? I hope
it's not Make-A-Wish. It's this Kids Wish Network. Is the one that's copying Make-A-Wish.
Kids Wish
on the record.
Network. Okay, so this
we're
is
not burying Make-A-Wish.
Make-A-Wish is a very respected group. That organization spends the vast majority of its donations. But the Kids Wish Network spends only 3 cents of every dollar collected on kids.
Well, that just sounds like a group that may be trying to trick people.
It is. Yeah, so they're designed to look and sound like Make-A-Wish.
You got a special spot in hell if you're doing that.
Yeah, that's evil shit. 3 cents on every dollar.
And you're using a name.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. I don't know how you get away with that.
Yeah. The Kids Wish Network.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Make-A-Wish, Kids Wish.
3 cents of every dollar. Yeah, there's a hustle in advertising like that. There's definitely
I don't know how
that
would be a copyright.
It should be.
Maybe we just blew the lid off.
I hope we did. Yeah, because you get something in the mail, Kids Wish Network. You're like, oh, I want to help these kids.
And you may think it's Make-A-Wish.
Yeah, which is a great organization.
Great.
Yeah, it's
which we almost just buried.
Not really.
Well, we
were close.
We were one quick clear up there.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's why they do it that way, so they can trick you. Thinking they're a part of that. There's so many of those organizations. So that's like kind of a fake charity. But let's go to like the Red Cross. Like, how much of the money, like if you donate to the Red Cross, how much of it actually goes to charitable interests?
Do you care about anything you say?
In what way?
Like, I have one off the top of my head. I don't want to say it because I've heard many times that it's not great with donating, but I'm afraid to say it.
Like, what is that? The Red Cross is proud that an average of 90 cents of every dollar spent invested in delivering care and comfort to those in need. The remaining 10 cents help to keep the entire Red Cross running by supporting routine but indispensable day-to-day business operations. That's fucking great.
Can I say one? And what if I...
Red Cross is fucking great.
Red Cross. I have one that I know that I've heard is not great.
I'll check.
What's the name?
Wounded Warriors.
Wounded Warriors?
Yep.
Really?
That's the one why I didn't say it. But I love military causes. But that's one I've heard is not ideal with getting most of the money out.
Let's find out. Yeah. I mean...
I apologize in advance if that's incorrect information.
We'll just edit it out just to avoid trouble if it's incorrect.
It does say it has a good rating, but it also says scandal, and I have to investigate what scandal means, I guess.
Like, we moved to... Well, we've done a bunch. We do Headstrong, Fisher House.
Wounded Warrior Project's top execs fired amid... Oh, boy. Wounded Warrior Project's top execs fired amid lavish spending scandal. Fuck.
So something there.
What is the... It's got an ad blocker. These motherfuckers. CEO. So it might have been just the people that were running it.
Could be.
They were fired by the charity's board amid criticisms about how it spent more than $800 million in donations over the last 4 years. The development was confirmed by Abernathy McGregor, a public relations firm hired to represent the veterans charity. To best effectuate these changes and help restore trust in the organization amongst all constituents, WWP serves. The board determined the organization would benefit from new leadership. Blah blah blah. What is it? What happened though? What those guys do?
And when was this article?
So this is 2016. It says they were fired for fired by the board for criticisms and how they spent $800 million in donations.
Right, but does it say that they stole it? Like, no. It just said
There
they
it is.
spent.
Nonprofit watchdog Charity Navigator says Wounded Warrior Project spends just 60% of its budget on veterans. The Marine Corps Law Enforcement Foundation provides more than 98% to veterans.
Wow.
Now,
Yeah,
maybe
I
it
would
changed since then.
Yeah, maybe it did. And also, I'd like to know, like, why. Like, maybe there's some logistical explanation for why they have to spend so much money. I mean, what does that mean? I don't
Because
know.
that's a cause. You hear the name,
Yeah.
and it's like we've donated tons of different military. That's the one you want to get behind right off the bat.
Of course.
Yeah.
Just the way it says.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. The same with, like, Make-A-Wish. Oh, kids.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Dying kids.
Yep.
Yeah. But that's the problem with fucking sleazy people. It's like they'll hide behind. I mean, that's.
You hear a lot of athlete ones, obviously. Like the Brett Favre stuff's crazy.
Yeah, I didn't look into that much because I'm not the biggest football fan, but it looked pretty sad.
Yes, very sad. From what it seems like, the money that should have been going to the state was going to build a volleyball court at the school because his daughter played volleyball.
Yeah.
Not great.
And he was aware of all that?
Certainly seems that way.